visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. His counterpart on the Ravens sideline, John Harbaugh. His guys already secured home field advantage for the playoffs, so not a lot to play for as the AFC will come through here. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Barber. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Looking to throw. Barber. Able to slither by. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Dances by him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds. downs right there.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Will McDonald.
Brings up second and
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Second and 9 now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. LeJante Wester with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
Okay, ready?
Off the bootleg. Barber. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. LeJante Wester, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He's to the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
On the set.
Off the bootleg. Barber. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Barber. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Shifts by him. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
He has the 4 touchdown passes in last drive. He ran one in for good measure. He's done it all in this one. See what he has in store here. 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Barber. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Barber. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the 2nd half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Off the bootleg. Barber. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Barber. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens just continue to roll. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Off the bootleg. Barber. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Off the play fake. Barber. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Off the bootleg. Barber. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Oh, a heck of a move. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Barber. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw. Barber. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, Barber. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
On the play. And the Baltimore 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask him,
and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now he'll tuck this and run to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Lejante Wester from 4 yards out. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Barber. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Barber. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. A good gain of 9 He's brought down at the 28.
Brings up third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 27 yards. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Ravens offense back out there. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Barber. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the